What's up, guys? Last night I tried to do a live stream. The stream didn't come out very well. The video that's on my YouTube page is very scratchy. The internet connection just really sucked. And I did 2 live attacks last night. I tried to explain and break them down, so I thought I would upload these videos for you in a way that where I can draw some illustrations and help you understand how I break down these 2 bases. So these are my 2 attacks we're going to look at. We'll look at the first one here on base number 5. So the first thing I want to determine with an attack is whether it's going to be an air attack or a ground attack. This one I chose ground attack just because of where the queen is in relation to air defenses and town hall, so on and so forth. And the expos are up. Typically, if expos are down, we'll do a GoVaHog with Zapquake or something along the lines, using haste, so on and so forth. But this one is a GoVaHog. You see I get 24 hogs, 2 Valkyrie, 2 Golem. There's going to be 3 Valkyrie inside the CC. And then I'm using very, very few. I'm only using 4 wizards here. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to send in a Golem from I believe right here. And then another Golem right over here. And then I basically just want to take out this structure and this structure, this one and this one with the 4 wizards. So the wizards will be dropped here and here, and the Golem's going to go in towards the defense because that's what they target. This Golem ended up going in towards the defense. I had a little bit of trouble with the wizard, you'll see, with this mortar, but the mortars don't do enough. It gives the wizards have enough time to take out these structures. So that's the most important thing, is clearing out these structures and funneling to get my kill squad into the middle here. Alright, and that's the goal. And we want to take out queen, CC troops, and town hall, so on and so forth. The goal is to get pretty much everything in this area taken out. So let's take a look. First step, funnel. There's the Golem. Wait for the defense to start attacking. I don't want it attacking the wizard. Golem here. The mortar never attacks it, but luckily the wizards still do their job. Then I send in the queen is always the next one, and then wall breakers. Wall breakers, remember with wall breaker placement, wall breakers will always head towards the wall where there's a structure behind it. In this case, there was the cannon. It's always going to head towards something. You can't really use wall breakers on an empty wall where there's not some structure behind it. So that's important to know, because opening this wall is a big part of the attack. Alright. Now at this point, I've done my funneling, and you'll see them start to head in. You'll see here, I use jump spell here, right? And that's where that's at. That's going to give me access into multiple compartments in the middle. I'm going to be releasing King and Valkyries right around here, and they're going to all head into the middle. And as they're heading in towards the middle, that's when I'm going to be using all my spells. I'll use, I've got the jump to sort of steer them in, help steer that in with the funneling. I'll probably use a heal right around here. I'll use the rage right around there, and then I'll use the heal again, keeping them strong, because what's going to end up happening is all these defenses are all going to start firing in, you know what I mean? And that's why it's really important, these defenses being distracted, not all of them, just the ones on, not the ones on the way outside, but most of the defenses are going to be pointing in. So that's my next goal, is to get in my troops in the middle and keep them strong. Heal. I use the poison on the CC troops. It's important to know that CC troops, you can still use poison as long as they're being distracted by other troops. Now at this point, when I've dropped that last heal, so I've got a heal, rage, heal, I know that my troops are going to town, so this is going to start the surgical hog sec part of the attack. Alright, and so what I'm going to be basically doing is deploying three hogs at a time at all the point defenses. So we're going to do 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, 3 3 there, 3 there, 3 here, here, and here. And you'll see this cannon's already pointed inwards. This guy's already pointed inwards. The expos are already pointing inwards. So that's going to be real important for your hog deployment. The timing is you basically want to start the hog deployment when your kill squad is doing its work, at the peak of when it's doing its work for this attack. So let's see how that works. And you see my heroes haven't even had to use the abilities. You see the Valkyries are still going strong. The other thing about surgical hog deployment, when you're just doing 3 hogs at a time per point defense, you see those double giant bombs. They took out a group of hogs, but it didn't really matter because all my hogs weren't bunched together. And so from there, it's just cleanup. And being that the king and queen haven't even used abilities, that's going to be helpful for cleanup. So anytime there's a base like this where all the point defense is on the outside and you can get a funnel in towards the middle, I think this is a really good attack to do that with. Let's speed this up. Excellent. So let's look at base number 6 and the attack here. It's a similar troop composition, only I use three fewer hogs because of the number of point defenses on the outside, and I'll be coming in from the northeast. What I'm going to be trying to do is the same thing, basically setting off a golem here and a golem right around here. And I've used 6 wizards this time because there was some structures on the outside. I just want to make sure I wanted to get this here, and then this here broken down, these here, this here, and this here, all cleared out so that when I drop the queen can just focus on these, and then I can send in the wall breakers, and the wall breakers will head towards one of these structures. Alright? Similar troop comp, same idea, same spell. Basically the goal is to get these guys into the center, having all the outside structures pointing in. Alright? The other thing too is I know that my kill squad's going to go in towards the middle, towards the queen. I mean, because I want to prioritize the queen. I need to take the queen out, otherwise she'll kill the hogs. I know that the queen will draw the Valkyries and in towards the middle, so that's important for me. The Valkyries will definitely do some damage. Actually kill the queen. Here come the wall breakers. Alright. And so at this point, I'm going to be dropping jump here to help steer my troops. I'm going to release the king, Valkyries here. Now all the outside structures, surrounding structures have been taken out. Notice how I didn't get this guy out, and watch how one little thing can completely distract your Valkyries. Check this out. So I'm going to drop the jump there, right? I'm going to be doing heal, rage, heal, something like that. And the idea is for these guys to get into the center. Watch what this one structure here does. If I'd have waited, look at that, the wizard's taking it out, and 2 of my Valkyries go off to the side. Ended up being fine because the kill squad was still strong enough. The spell use that I use keeps them really strong. And then I heal in the middle, right? And once that heals down, I know they're doing work. Time to do hog deployment. All right. I'm going to be sending in the hogs. 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, here, here. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. 15, 18, and 21. All right. yeah, so there's these outside structures. The hogs are strong enough to take these point defenses. 3 hogs is strong enough to take them out even while getting fire. And at this point, look how much of the inside is just getting destroyed and crippled. So let's take a look. The Expo now points in. The mortar's pointing in. Even this cannon's pointing inward. This archer tower is pointing inward. And so that's going to help as a distraction for when I set the hogs down. You'll see double giant bombs come up. It doesn't even matter. Even with this, all the Tesla over here doing this much damage to the hogs just kind of circle out and just circle around and take care of this with no problem. I think I just used the king's ability. Didn't even use the queen's. I don't think this guy had any double giant bombs, which wasn't smart on his end. So, and that's that. Yeah, GoVaHog surgical hog deployment works really well on bases where a lot of the point defense, archer towers, and cannons are on the outside, and heroes are in the middle. Makes it real easy to take them out, especially with Valkyries being as lethal as they are these days. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. That's my explanation on how I broke down these bases. Later, guys.